Scorpio, your September 2020 definitely is around weighing out what actions align with your long-term goals and prioritizing here and now what steps need to be made for the long-term and really professional, serious matters. If you're excited to dive into what the astrology, what the tarot, and what the oracle deck cards have to say about you and your rising sign for this month, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. Before we get started, this video is brought to you by BetterHelp, an online counseling service connecting you with board-certified licensed state therapists in under 24 hours. To get started, you can head to the link on the screen or below, fill out a quick survey, and get matched with your ideal counselor in under 1 day. You can receive licensed counseling through your phone, tablet, mobile device over means such as text, video chat, or phone call. BetterHelp is not a crisis hotline, but it does hold group and hour sessions where you can meet with others in group sessions such as relationships or anxiety management altogether. BetterHelp costs $65 a week, though financial aid plans are available for those who qualify and is available worldwide. To get started, head to the link on screen or in the description to visit the BetterHelp website and take a quick survey to exactly examine your needs, what you are looking for, who would best match up with that, and then in under 24 hours you can be confirmed with your ideal therapist and get things started that way. Hi, I'm Maren. I am a professional astrologer, current philosophy student, and I'm just those two things today. I combine traditional Hellenistic astrological techniques with modern psychological counseling dynamics in order to provide grounded guidance. On the first, Venus in Cancer in your 9th house is opposing Saturn in Capricorn in your 3rd house. So some good things and some ease in your educational or in your travel or in your spiritual world, good things in these higher realms, are coming at the cost of some friction and some expectation in your day-to-day world that maybe the people that you're surrounded by and your belief systems are at odds with your higher beliefs and what you are looking to achieve. On the 2nd, there is a full moon in your Pisces 5th house. I have a full video on this culmination down below, but this is a culmination around children, creativity, and romance, a letting go or a finalization or an end chapter of release and celebration. On the 3rd, Venus in your Cancer 9th house is squaring Mars in your Aries 6th house, so that good things in your 9th house, this higher realm, this educational or cultural, ideological world that you're getting good things in right now, is at odds with what physical steps you need to take to feel better about believing in these things. What do you need to change in your health, in your environment, in your world of taking care of yourself to honor what you know your higher beliefs and actions are. And on the 9th, we have Mars stationing retrograde in your Aries 6th house, which does directly relate to reconsidering your physical body and your relationship to illness or injury. I'd be careful about exercise. I would be really on top of taking care of your diet and your nutrition and things like that support you. And yeah, just prioritizing and rethinking rest over exertion. On the 9th through the 18th, the Sun in your Virgo 11th house is trining Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in your 9th house, so that groups and friends are actually really supportive of what needs to change in your day-to-day environment to uplift your spirits and align with your long-term goals. But on the 11th, with the Sun in Virgo opposing Neptune in your Pisces 5th house, you might also be confused about how that ties into a romantic partner or your creative projects or a child, that there could be some confusion between your groups and your friends, but that one person that's important to you. On the 15th, Venus and Leo in your 10th house is squaring Uranus and Taurus in your 7th house. Watch out for a relationship leading to sudden career decisions. Not that it's good or bad one way or the other, but watch out for doing something shocking in your relationships to change your career, or having someone shock in relationship in order to manipulate you to do something in your career. On the 17th, there is a new moon in your Virgo 11th house, a new beginning around the 11th house of groups, friends, and networking, and I have a full video on this down below, but this is a good time to set intentions to plan on what your social circle wants to embark on or any long-term social goals that you have. On the 17th through the 23rd, Mercury and Libra in your 12th house is squaring Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in your Capricorn 3rd house. This is directly saying that your own self-monologue in your internal world will need to change in order to change the external belief systems that are reflected back to you, that it really is about aligning your actions and your beliefs internally to align them externally as a result. On the 24th, Mercury in your Libra 12th house is opposing Mars in your Aries 6th house. So this is directly igniting the axis of mental health, being at odds with what physically needs to change to support that. So yeah, honor not only your actions with like other people, but your actions with yourself and what really needs to be grounded down for self-care and your physical routine this month. On the 26th, Mars in your Aries 6th house is squaring Saturn in your Capricorn 3rd house. That is challenging your day-to-day expectations from those around you and what you need to do to care for yourself. You're rethinking your physical mode of being, and that is at odds with how the people around you are expecting you to act. But on the 29th, with Saturn stationing direct in your Capricorn 3rd house, that is the final ending decision, bada bing, bada boom, in your 3rd house of neighborhood beliefs, communication, short-term travel, siblings, who you're surrounded by on like a neighborhood or family-oriented basis is finalizing, and like a chapter is being laid down, for better or for worse. Something is being finalized there over a few years of that being very up in the air. So if you have any questions or any thoughts around what's coming up for you this month, coming up, let me know in the comments below. Would love to hear your thoughts, your stories, your concerns, all that stuff, let me know below. And now with the astrology out of the way, let's move on to the tarot cards to see what tarot cards coming up. For Scorpio Risings, we have the Eight of Cups, and it's funny because the Eight of Cups generally deals with turning away from the external world to deal with things internally, but because this is reversed, it deals with you have to do the internal work, but you have to deal with the external world too right now, so that you are seeing how your internal work and what you're doing on a self basis is still requiring you to do definite things and change things and maybe make some hard social decisions externally. For a Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck card for Scorpio Risings, we have Book of Shadows, Secret. That which you know is for you alone, never to be shared, 'tis yours to own. Keep thy knowledge within your tower, reveal the secret when in full power. So you might be aware of some facts or some information or even some spiritual truth that you need to keep to yourself, and that should not be just leaked out, and that you're having to like contain your manifestations in a way, and that this is a month about declaring your personal boundaries, about what you're willing to share, what you're willing to energetically leak out to others, and who you're leaking out to. If you enjoyed this and you would like to dive deeper into your chart, my link for readings is below. I would love to read for you if you are interested in personal application of these things. And as well, if you're interested in learning the language of the cosmos and diving deep into this with the rationale and the grounded step-by-step of the why, the what, and the how this all works, check out my link for the Astrology Academy below. This is hours of course that I put together over the past few months to really take you from interest and astrology enthusiast into astrology foundational, grounded, not expert, because even I wouldn't call myself an expert, it's a lifelong study, but someone who is confident, is centered, and is able to read charts with ease and with ability in trusting their own astrological knowledge. So if you're interested in taking a deep dive into all the components of astrology, the Academy link is down below. Otherwise, like, subscribe, do all the things, and let me know any thoughts you have about this September. Sending so much love, and I will see you in the next one.
But there is one